Hi, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to work on this natural edge walnut crotch. It's about 14 and a half inches. If you look on this side over here, I don't know how well you can see this in the camera right now, but it has some really nice grain feature in here. And you also notice that, let's see, it's pretty out of balance. Sometimes I like to leave the top, way out of balance and everything, but just for dramatic effect or whatever. And but today, what I want to do is I want to level this up somewhat, so I want it to be more like that. So we're going to be turning way out of balance. We'd be turning way out of balance anyway, but that'll be the goal, is to get that bottom squared off somewhat, so we have the top more level like that. That's what we'll do. And let's see, what else? I think that's about it. We'll core it. It's about, like I said, it's about 14 and a half inches. So this is one of those that more of the walnut that came down during the fire. So it ought to be somewhat dry, since it came down in October, but hopefully not so dry that we're just turning powder. So anyway, I'll get this set up and we'll get to turning. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, we're all set up. As you can see, it's way out of balance. And the top isn't totally leveled, but it's more level than it was. So we'll get this extra mass turned off here. Excuse me. As far as issues concerned, there's one crack in here, maybe a bark inclusion, and a little crack in here. I don't think those are going to be any issues right now. So let's get to turning this thing. Bottom is trued up. Now we'll start working up the sides. I'm going to move the camera. You start to get some water spray on the lens there, so I'll move the camera back a little bit, and we'll get to working up these sides. I'm just going to cut this little nub off here. We'll turn around and get it cored. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we got a set up for coring now. Got the 11-inch coring knife on there. It should, we're hoping to end up with about a 10-inch core out of this. And we should end up hopefully with about a 4-inch deep core. So, alright, here we go. Okay, I'll get set up to turn this, and I'll be back in just a minute. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a bowl. Got some really nice grain in there. Okay, I'll get this place cleaned up and have a final word in a minute. Hi everybody. Alright, well, we got everything cleaned up, and we turned a nice walnut crotch bowl today. I'm real happy with the way it turned out. The grain is really nice. Something about this this walnut tree that came down in the fire. The crotches in this tree are just pretty amazing. More so than I've seen in any other tree crotches. I mean, I've seen beautiful grain in crotches, but not such consistently beautiful grain in the crotches of one tree. Part of it may be because it's a wild tree. It's not an orchard. It wasn't an orchard tree. It was a wild California black walnut. So that may have something to do with it. Anyway, so I'm real pleased with that. We ended up with a nice 10.5-inch core that has some really nice grain in it also. So I'm looking forward to turning this, and it should turn out to be pretty nice also. So I have some rather large and deep blanks that I cut up from that walnut tree, and they came from like a really large crotch area of the tree, where, you know, like one big main branch coming out. I don't know if they'll have as much feature as like these smaller ones, but I think it may have some interesting grain. So I'm going to try one of those tomorrow. We'll turn that and core it. So that ought to be interesting. When I was leveling this top edge, so I made it. I had to turn it way out of balance, and it would have been out of balance anyway. But I probably could have done a better job when I was cutting it with the chainsaw, and I wouldn't have had to work so hard at turning it. And then I ran into this area in here where it was pretty dry, but this is where, I don't know if you can see that the flame feature is in there, okay? And it was, for some reason, this section was really dry and difficult to turn. It may have something to do with interlocking grain and in this sap heartwood, you know, transition area. So I'm not really sure of that, but it gave me a heck of a time getting that turn, and but it worked out in the end. And so I'm pleased with the results, and I guess that's all that really counts. So anyway, we'll be turning that other walnut tomorrow, and we'll do a video of that. So please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Happy turning, and hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you later.